gotta take. So we just got to Fanatics. Today we're gonna go over pretty much a chest workout. It's gonna be a quick workout. It's gonna be the best bang for your buck to get in and out and quick. We're looking to only be in here about 40 to 45 minutes. I'm really focusing on doing, triple drop sets, quad drop sets, keeping my heart rate up, burning fat. It's summer, looking to get shredded, not necessarily looking to get any bigger, but maintain the size that I have. Shirts off in the summer, but at the end of the day, also staying healthy, feeling healthy. I know when I put on a lot of size, when I put on a lot of weight, I feel sluggish. I don't feel as healthy. I can definitely feel when I'm going up steps, I'm breathing a little bit more. Look, your body was not made to carry all that muscle. Your body, it was never made that way. It makes the heart work harder, makes everything work harder. So yeah, I want to keep my muscle mass. Yeah, I do. But I also want that athletic feel, that athletic build to where I feel good in there and I feel good out here. It doesn't really matter what I can do in the gym if my everyday life is affected to the point to where I can't even walk up steps, or I can't do the things I want to do because I feel too tired and sluggish. A lot of people become slaves to this gym, and I understand it's a hobby that people, sometimes it's their livelihood. It's a sport. I get that, but at what cost? At what cost are you losing years of your life and losing opportunities to make memories out here because you're a slave in there? You're always being a slave in there. It's about health. It's about staying the course, staying in action, and moving towards goals, not only in there, but out here, and learning that with the proper sacrifice and dedication and work ethic, by holding yourself to a high standard in there and pushing yourself up here, you get this, but then you get to go out there and do whatever you want utilizing the same principles. So that's what it's about. But I want to show you how to do it without being a slave to it, guys. I want to show you how to do it and have fun with it and get in and out and not get so wrapped up and get tired in the monotony of trying to do every single thing perfect. And maybe that's who you are and that's what you want to do. I will tell you, when I am on my stuff and I'm coming in staying consistent, everything else seems to blow up well too. But at the end of the day, are you letting it be are you being a slave to it? Are you letting it encompass every single thought? I remember back in the day when I was just also worried about competing and having, being the biggest guy and all this stuff. Like, at the end of the day, up here, I was the weakest guy because all I cared about was being the biggest guy in the room. All I cared about was being the most shredded. Did I get my meals in? Everything was geared towards this gym, and that's not the end, guys. That's just the means to an end. That is your training to come out here and do whatever the hell you want to do in life and leave your footprint, whether it be your career or with your family, whatever it is. But don't be a slave to it. So today I'm going to show you how to get in, get out, pound the chest, get a great workout, putting everything I do have in there, but leaving it in there, and then coming out here and fighting other battles. That's just one battle. Yeah, I'm going to go to battle hard in there, but I'm not going to be a slave to that past battle. When I get out here, yeah, I have macros I want to hit, and yeah, I'm going to get as close to it as I can, but I'm not going to be a slave to it, and I'm not going to affect every single person around me because of my selfish bullshit, because I want to have the perfect body in every perfect way. And nobody's got a perfect body, man. It's so subjective. But as long as we're in here moving and we have a goal and we're going after it, you'd be surprised what you can attain in the middle of that. You can attain something you never even knew you could do just by trying to chase one goal. And sometimes you got to micro pivot and you got to go after different goals that you find along the way. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. Chest workout, and it's going to be super drop sets, quad drop sets, triple drop sets, looking to get out of here within 40 to 45 minutes. And these are tricks that I do all the time, man. This is what I do all the time, unless I'm looking to put on a bunch of size, which sometimes I like to switch it up. You know, I'm the type of guy to where I'll get tired of it. After 3 months, I get tired of it. I get tired of just going based upon the feel and doing a bro workout. And then I'm like, okay, well, I know that the best bang for my buck probably is a bunch of compound movements. Squats, deadlifts, you know, overhead presses, bench press, pull-ups. So then I'll go back to that for a little bit. When I get tired of that, I'll switch it up and do something else. And that's what it takes, guys. Sometimes that's what it takes. Otherwise, you fall off. You get tired of it and you fall off. You got to figure out what works for you, though. That's what works for me. I bounce back from science to the feel, to feeling the muscle, to coming in and having fun with it. Science again, then back. Science again, then back. That's what I do. And it works for me. So you guys get to see where I have the fun, getting the feel of it, feeling the muscle, squeezing, you know. But I only hold on to that for so long, I don't do it forever. So here we go, let's go. All right, guys, so first off, we're gonna start with a little warm up here. It's very important, especially when you get into your 30s and above. You get a good warm-up in. You don't just come in and just start throwing up all this heavy weight. I've noticed as I age, you know, my warm-ups literally save my workouts. The times where I'm just like coming in and going full sprint, I always end up hurting my right shoulder or, you know, tweaking something. So just make sure that you're getting a full stretch here. You're squeezing, you're getting those muscles turned on, getting a full range of motion, getting ready to go to battle. Yeah, you gotta love it. There's always at least one of these guys at every gym is Mr. I think I'm a boxer. And this guy went on and on and on, and he would punch the bag and over and over and over, and then walk around and puff up his chest and flare his lats, which you can see him doing now. And then as soon as he'd catch his breath after doing, you know, 10 or 15 punches, he'd hit again. But at any rate, let's jump into this. So I'm starting heavy here, guys. I'm shooting between 8 to 12 repetitions. I'm going nice and slow on the eccentric portion. So as I'm coming down the negative portion, I'm going nice and slow. I'm firing up and I'm squeezing. After I hit 8 to 12, I am dropping the weight, dropping by 10 to 15 pounds and hitting it again, aiming for that same 8 to 12, dropping it again, and dropping it again. So we're hitting 4 sets here, guys. And I'm making sure that I'm in control of the weights, keeping a nice, good, tight core, and I'm not sacrificing form just to throw the weight up. If you notice, I'm still trying to keep my form as correct as possible. Now, maybe that last 1 or 2, I might sacrifice a tad bit of form, but we're not ego lifting here, guys. We're trying to get a full extension of the muscle and a full contraction of the working muscle. Really putting that mind into the chest here, guys. Man, I'll tell you what, that dude in the back, man, wouldn't want to mess with that guy. That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. Actually, I'm just annoyed as hell at listening to this. Dude's dropping his hands every punch. Dude has obviously no idea what he's doing. Why would you even be in there hitting the bag? I don't know. Maybe he's just getting some cardio in, whatever. It's not my business, but it is annoying to listen to. All right, guys, so now we're gonna head into the second set. And we're aiming to do the exact same thing. We've got a quad drop set, not sacrificing form, really trying to get a full extension of that chest and a full contraction. Now, some people at the top will put the weights together. I've actually realized when I put the weights together at the top and like actually touch them, I actually lose tension in my pecs, and it kind of shifts to my triceps and my shoulders. You know, everybody's different. So, damn, that guy's fast. Yeah, when you start getting into the lighter weights, man, they really start feeling heavy. I mean, if you're hitting your 8 to 12, I mean, on set number 3, I mean, you've already hit a ton of reps. I mean, but it's important that you get those weights set out before you start, because you don't want to be running around trying to find those weights last minute. I mean, every second counts, and we're trying to keep that muscle moving and working. So I think this guy in the background is almost done punching. I think he's just about punched himself out. I am praying because it is so loud. Like, it may sound loud in this video, but it is extremely loud when you're trying to lift. And again, you know, I'm just being a jackass right now because I didn't want to listen to it while I was working out, but to each their own. I mean, if they're in there and it's giving them a good shoulder workout, cardio workout, more power to them. Wish the guy luck, and just hope he never steps in the ring, because it's probably not going to be good.
Alright, so this one here is kind of a little secret. We're going to do pretty much rack presses, floor presses, however you want to call it. We're able to really push ourselves here on this one, because when we get tired, if we have to reach the rack, so we can fight that eccentric portion on the way down, where those acrobatic fingers really tearing apart and stretching. The eccentric motion is where we're going to get most of the growth from, muscle damage from, and everything else. So this is bread and butter. It's not everything. You still got to do bench press, but I love the pump that this gives you. Triceps, front delts, chest. Give your shots. I'm gonna get I'm gonna go pretty heavy on this guy. Heavy for me. It may not be heavy for you guys. But heaviness, it's relative to the person. Strength is relative to the person. You know, I've had days back in the day where you could lift some real big heavy weight. And to be honest with you, I'm afraid of injury. I only care to do that shit. You know, I sound like the old man right now that's telling you, oh, back in the day, I used to bench press this. Never thought I'd fucking do that. Going on 40. I'll take it. Stay in the quad cell. Sometimes you gotta find it. Fighting on the city. We all have the football space to work out. Take this back. This may be a quad set. Triple set. triceps are pumped, shoulders are pumped, chest is pumped. Went a little light on that last one, but we're gonna knock that up with it. Alright, so we went up quite a bit in weight here. That first set was nuts. I'm only taking 45 seconds in between, but that was a little bit longer because it took a little bit to get the weight switched up. But I'm only looking to rest 45 seconds to a minute, guys. So here we go. You're gonna be feeling this one. It's in like that. Just fight it. Fight it all the way down. Everybody's on fire now. That is a fucking burner right there, dude. Burner. Triceps on fire, chest on fire, shoulders are fucking on fire, everything's on fire. So, alright. 2 sets of that. Both the main lifts, the incline bench, dumbbell bench. We do 2 sets, 4 drop sets. For this one we did 2 sets, 3 drop sets. So now what are we in? And now we're 6 and 8, 14 sets in. We've only been going for 11 minutes. Let's go. Chest is pumped, baby. I think it's time to remove the shirt. All right, guys, so now we're on to the dumbbell incline fly portion. We are gonna go for the same thing here, guys. We're doing a
either a triple or a quad drop on all these. But this one, we're actually shooting for 12 to 15 repetitions. Then we're dropping it by 5 to 10 pounds and moving on and moving on and moving on. So with this one, I'm really trying to get a deep stretch without putting stress on my humerus and getting too much of a pull on my front delt. I'm trying to retract those scapulas as hard as I can, so that way I can be sure that I'm not injuring myself. A lot of the times what people will do is they'll push their shoulders forward and then try to pull the elbow back behind the shoulder, and that is just a recipe for disaster. That's a shoulder blowout. So pull those scapulas back as hard as you can into the padding of the bench, and then wing out and act as if you are bear hugging a tree as you're coming up. So again, I've got my weights set up and I'm looking to go right into the next drop set. Every single time I've already set up all my weights. You don't want to go running around through the gym looking for weights at the end. And I'm trying to also kind of keep my core engaged, pull my belly button to my spine. At times too, guys, I will actually try to crunch kind of at the same time, pulling my sternum towards my hips and keeping that core engaged and getting a full stretch of my thoracic spine, but also keeping the core and the abs tight. Now I'm going to finish here with close grip push-ups on the bench. And what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to squeeze my hands together, like I'm trying to crush that bench, pulling my palms towards each other as hard as I can, activating that chest even harder. At the top, I'm almost twisting my elbows in a little bit, so that way I'm kind of squeezing the chest every little bit that I can. It's a great finisher, guys. Okay, so we're on to the second set of the incline dumbbell flies. Getting that full stretch, full contraction of the muscle. That's what we're looking for here, guys. We're trying to put the mind into the muscle. We're not just going in and going through the motions. That's not going to do anything. Anybody can just move weight. But if you're looking to try to gain size, or you're looking to try to gain quality muscle, not just size, but quality muscle and strength, relative strength to whatever you're doing as well, then you really have to get that mind into the muscle. There has to be a mind-muscle connection. You can't just move the weight. It's crazy to me because I'll go in and I'll see guys, you know, it's okay if that's what they want to do, but I'll see guys half the size of me, you know, curling triple or double the weight I am, or anything, any other type of exercise, and they're just using momentum to get the weight up. We're not weightlifting here, guys. Yes, we're lifting weights, but we're not just trying to move the weight. We're actually trying to get the mind and the muscle and move it with intention. Nice little flex off there. Okay, guys, I like to do this in between sets sometimes, especially when I'm hitting chest, sometimes shoulders, and sometimes lats I'll do this too, but I will literally just hang for as long as I can. And it really gets a full stretch into the chest and helps with the shoulder girdle. And honestly, I felt so much more flexible, and I've had so less like susceptibility of injuries by doing this. I try to do this whenever I think about it throughout my workout. Try it. It makes you feel so good, especially with like shoulder pain. I noticed my shoulder pain started, going away after I started doing this more often. All right, guys, so this last one is actually a nice finisher. We're doing some push-ups, and then we're gonna use the TRX and do some really deep push-ups as well, almost like a push-up fly. So I'm going for 15 reps here, 10 to 15, and I'm really trying to get a deep push-up and then squeeze at the top. Keeping my core nice and tight, actively engaging the lower back, actively engaging the butt, the core, everything. And I'm really focusing on pushing the floor down instead of just trying to move up. And then from here, I'm gonna go directly into the TRX. I see a lot of guys doing a lot of pressing movements, and then they can't even get the push-up right. You've gotta focus on getting the right press. You've gotta pull those scapulas back, and you've gotta squeeze with the chest. Here, while I do the TRX, I'm also kind of twisting those pinkies towards each other at the end, getting a full flex of those pecs. Give this a shot. If you're not a big push-up guy, I suggest you get on it. There's a lot of bad information out there stating don't do push-ups, don't do push-ups. Look, push-ups are great, and they're a great finishing exercise. You can get the blood flowing, you can get the heart rate up, and you can also get a great pump in your triceps, shoulders, and chest. And then here, I just threw a nice little curveball in. We're gonna do a TRX fly. I'm only gonna do one set. I'm really focused on getting a full extension and a full contraction here. And wow, that's a really close angle. But I'm really trying to fly out. I'm lower here at this point, so there's a lot of tension and weight on my pecs here. Be careful doing this. If you're not used to doing this, you're not conditioned to doing this, I suggest you don't do it, or just make it less of an angle so it's not as hard and you can do it. When I'm done, I'm gonna get rid of these TRX, which was a pain in the ass because I couldn't get it to lock, so I just whipped it and hoped it didn't come back and smack me in the head. So I get lucky here, thank God. And then I go into push-up flies. Now this is a push-up, but I'm doing a flying motion back to back, getting a stretch in that pec. And I'll tell you what, it's a great finisher, great pump, the triceps get burning, the core is engaged, everything is burning here. And then of course, wide push-ups, as many as I can do to the point of failure here. And that is it, man. Kick-ass chest day. I hope you guys all give it a shot, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I had to take a video of this, like talk about putting some heart into your workout. Look at that, that's a perfect heart with my sweat. All right, now we got to check on the physique, and always gotta see what we're working with and trying to get better in the future. But it's only gonna happen if we keep track of our progress. Now, just so you guys know, lighting is everything. Right here, it's really bad lighting in regards to like what you would want to try to get the contours to pop and everything to pop. Pretty bad lighting. However, just so you know, I mean, a lot of those before and afters with people, guys, they just shoot them with different lighting. Lighting is everything. Try to be honest with yourself and find, you know, lighting that's kind of like medium. All right, so the first weigh-in of our shred right now, our cut, and it looks like we're about 192, 193-ish. You know, and I would like to get that down probably about 180, 182. We'll see what happens. All right, so we had a time check. So what did we sit at? You know, what? I mean, honestly, you could scrape off about 10, 15 minutes of that. At the gym, I noticed all these for sale signs and some of these buildings that have been down here for absolutely forever. This used to be like a cafe. It was actually a badass cafe, but and then it turned into some dog thing or some shit, some dog babysitting dog thing. I don't know. But my point is that everything is what you make it. And if for some reason a business fails, just like if you fail to get results, that's your fault. It's nobody else's fault. It's not the economy's fault or anything like that. You just don't have enough value, or you don't show enough value for a consumer to want to spend their hard-earned money on your product. And the same thing goes for when you're in the gym. If you don't put enough value on being in there, doing the right thing, you won't get results. And that's pretty much it. That goes for everything else in life. If you don't make it valuable, everybody says, oh, I don't have time. You know, there's not enough time to hit the gym. No, it's just that you don't make time to hit the gym. You would rather spend your time doing something else. So don't expect something to come out of that. If you want something out of it, then you gotta do a little bit more. You gotta put a little more value into the action that you're partaking in, or the non-action, whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, we're in this society nowadays to where it's just like, if something doesn't go your way, it's everybody else's fault. If I don't get into the gym and get the results that I want, it's because, you know, my family or my job is too stressful or whatever it is. Well, the truth is, it's just, you just don't want it bad enough. You say you have no time, but you still have time to watch Walking Dead or any other TV show that you watch. It's the same thing. So I'm not here to preach. I mean, you guys pretty much know that. Everybody knows what it takes to achieve something that they truly desire. So I gave you guys some steps today for some chest. It's a quick one. It said 57 minutes on my watch, but I was also setting things up with the camera and all that jazz and doing the stuff in the locker room and all that. And You know, that took time. And I would say, realistically, I probably would have taken 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. And that's really all you need. And that's definitely all you need right now to get in there and do it. So, you know, just there you go. I've put a little blueprint in the middle there for you for a chest day, and go hit it. It's a great pump, man. It's a great pump, and you feel accomplished when you walk out of here. And now, with it being only 8:30, I can go start my day and do whatever the hell else I want to do. It's done. It's out of the way, and tomorrow I'm stronger for it. I feel better for it, and everything else is a little bit easier today. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. Let's keep them coming. I'm going to try to keep these videos coming. I know I've said that before in the past. I'll probably drop off this as well, but I'll get as many as I can to you guys when I can. I just live a very, very busy life. So just a quick update on nutrition and what I'm doing right now. So I'm sitting at 2250 in regards to calories, kilocalories. I am pretty much right now going to try to stick to a meat and fruit and vegetable diet only. Mainly meat and fruit. And I'm gonna take in the majority of my fruit before and after the workout. The rest is very similar to a carnivore diet, to where it's only gonna be eggs, meat, fish, steak, chicken thighs. It's going to be higher in protein and higher in fats. I think my carbs are only sitting at like 70 or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do for now as I'm trying to shred up. And I always seem to feel pretty, really, dude, pulls right out in front of me. I always seem to feel better on a meat and fruit diet because it like flattens out my stomach completely. I mean, really it does. So I suggest you guys give that a shot. I'm still taking in 1 energy drink a day, plus my pre-workout, which I showed you guys my pre-workout. Honestly, what I do pre-workout wise, I just grab, I think I got that one at Target. I get something that has a little beta alanine in it and at least 250 milligrams of caffeine, sometimes less. And then I take my own creatine that I can get literally like 150 servings for like $20. And I put in 5 grams of creatine. So I'm just looking for the beta, the little tingle, and some caffeine. And sometimes I won't even take in the actual pre-workout. I'll just take in the creatine, because creatine is like the only thing that has been proven to work. So tell you what, guys, I'm gonna try to keep these going, and I'll do a little bit more on my nutrition. Maybe I'll get a nutrition day in there or something like that. I really would like to get a vlog going on just my workouts. Honestly, like, even if I'm not even talking to you guys like I am now, I would just like to just film them, put them up. You guys can follow them if you want to, or you don't fucking have to. I don't care. More so for myself. I mean, I look back on videos now that I put up 10, 12 years ago, and it's like, man, dude, where's the time go? And one day, at the end of all these videos, everything that I've put up, everything I've accomplished as far as movies, film, TV, all that stuff, one day I'll have all this that is just there for my kids, my grandkids, their grandkids. All of them can go back and see what their relative was like, their great-grandfather or their uncle, whoever it is. And you guys can do the same thing. So we're in a time period where we can actually do that. They can get to know who we were. So our grandma and grandpa never really had that. If you're lucky enough to have ever met your great-grandparents, then you know what I'm saying. All right,